and welcome to Cheekyricho Cookies Buttery Nutty Crescents. Great to have with a liqueur or a coffee after dinner, or just with a cup of coffee for morning tea. The ingredients are in the recipe box below. There are only 5 of them. They look pretty, they taste great, they're nutty, not too sweet, and I think you're going to enjoy them too. We're going to be using the Thermomix. If you use ground hazelnuts, you can skip this step, but I'm going to grind the nuts myself in the Thermomix in a matter of seconds on speed 6. Okay, after 10 seconds, that's what you should have. We're now going to add half of our caster sugar. The balance is going to be held back to roll our crescents in when it comes out of the oven. We're sending in our plain flour and our butter. We've got an egg yolk here that's going to bring it together, and this is just one of the recipes you can use if you've been using your egg whites for something like a pavlova or something. Okay, so we just want to combine these ingredients until it forms a soft dough. Speed 3 for 30 seconds. Okay, after 30 seconds, this is what you should have. It's come together really nicely. We're going to push it into a ball and pop it into the fridge to relax. So far, this recipe has taken 40 seconds. Let's tip this out onto a baking mat. Just wiggle the blade and it all should fall right out. Okay, it's well and truly mixed. Just push it into a ball. Don't have to knead it or anything. Make it into a little flat disc, and we're going to flatten it out and chill it for half an hour or so in the fridge to relax. Okay, our hazelnut crescents have rested in the fridge for a while, and now we're just going to break off chunks. It's quite cool, probably about that big. Okay, roll it into a bit of a sausage, and then we're going to turn it into a little crescent shape. So just point the ends a little bit, not too sharp because they'll burn in the oven, and then we're just going to pop them onto our baking tray. Okay, roll them around and continue with the rest. Okay, here's our little crescent biscuits all made up, sitting on the baking tray. The oven is preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, and we're going to cook them for about 15 minutes until they're just blonde. When they come out of the oven nice and hot, we're going to roll them in our caster sugar. Okay, after 15 minutes, our little crescents have just come out of the oven. They're very hot. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of sugar in the bottom of a bowl, pop them in there, toss them all around in the sugar. And because they're quite hot still, the sugar will stick to them quite well and it'll give them a nice frosty coating. You might remember there's very little sugar actually in the biscuits themselves, so the coating on the outside adding just the right amount of sweetness. Got some more caster sugar, and we're just going to shake it all over the top. Okay, now you have to be a bit careful with these when you get them out of the oven because they really are quite hot to handle, and if you drop them they're going to break in half. I'm not too stressed about this because I'm going to show you what they're like inside. You can see all the pieces of the hazelnut all the way through there. They will get a bit more crisp when they're cold, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with them when they're warm. Thanks for watching.